everybody, welcome back to the NOOB Journey. As you can see, we are in Monaco in the rain. How badly could this go for us and everyone else in the NOOB Journey? We are now at Monaco, the worst track of them all. We're going to try and use some FOM graphics that were very nicely and beautifully and well done by our fellow noob Rickson. So very big shout out to Rickson, and also a thank you to him for getting around to doing the graphics for us. So yeah, on our formation app you can already see there has been quite a big pile up, and we've decided that we'd like to try and drift around the corner to try and avoid everyone. I'm surprised that I wasn't taking out the formation app for that contact I had with the wall. But we've got, I think that's Respawn in front of us, so we've got him in front of us. We've got, by the looks of it, no one behind us, or if they are, they're quite far behind on the formation lap. And I've been dreading this race. As you guys have probably seen if you're a long time subscriber and you've followed some of my career modes in the past, when it's come to Monaco, I've always crashed out of Monaco, and when I was never recording and I did Monaco in a career mode, I always skipped it because I just generally hate this track. As you can see, I decided to blow up most of the grid there. It was all jokes though. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to smash everyone out because I hate them. It was just for banter, because we're all very good friends outside of the NOOB Journey and in the NOOB Journey. We all race together in offline races, as you've probably seen on the channel and on all the other NOOB channels. So yeah, we are now going to be on this bloody grid for maybe about 30 seconds, maybe. That's just a guess. I'm not very good with numbers. But what I can tell you is we are starting P8. We have Die Hard behind us in the Hazard. And we've got Frobo right behind him. We've got Chuke in front. Yeah, Chuke in front. I think he was in third or second, I can't remember. Got Reese, I believe that was in front of us. But we are now getting ready to go. We've got 5 red lights, and we are a go for the Monaco Grand Prix. Round 8, and we haven't even made it into the first corner, and we've been blown up. So yeah, we are down to last now. Now we're already in the position because Reggie Bear was also in the wall with us. So yeah, we've got basically no front wing, even though on reduced damage it feels like you have a full front wing. But I was just like, I'm going to try and make as many positions as I can. But then I sort of forgot we were in the wet, and brakes, you need to brake a lot earlier in the wet than you do the dry, and that's where I sort of struggled. And also, when you're also in the wet, you somehow, and I'm not quite sure why, for some reason you don't have that much grip. Like, I was expecting to be on the wet, flying along, sticking on the track like super glue. I'm joking. No, this game is shit in the wet. You literally put power down, you're in the wall. It's so odd. We've got Haz now, and we've completely cocked up the braking then, and we've hit Haz, and we've gone straight on. And we've hit the wall again. For God's sakes, what am I doing with myself? So we've got Corsa behind us. I'm not sure how far behind. This is him here, I think. Yes, it is. So Corsa's just gone up inside after we've ploughed into the wall. We now have no front wing whatsoever, which isn't great. completely messed that chicane up, and also messed this one up. Got another penalty, and we're only on the first lap. There's a yellow flag in front, and it looks like Charlie and the Corsa has got into a bit of an accident, it looks like. Or they're clean racing, I'm not 100% sure. But we've hit the wall again. We're now going to try and close down the gap to Charlie, who is in front. So, going to brake, probably going to lock up, yes we do, as per usual, in the wet and in the dry. We lock up a lot in the dry. So, bringing it to the wet, probably locking up a lot. But we are closing on to the back of Charlie now. It's going quite slowly up the top of the hill. We've hit the wall, and we've hit the back of Charlie there. And we put the power down, we've hit a bump, and we've lost our wheel! How did we lose the wheel? I'm out of the race. I lost my front left. As you can see, Rickson is making the move on T Quick Share now. This is lap 3, so I'd skipped in front for you guys. And I cannot believe I lost my wheel. But there is some great racing going on between Rickson and Teak. Oh, there's a bit of a squeezing going on there, look like. But Rickson, looks like he's struggling a lot in the wet with the amount of work he's having to do at the wheel. Going through the tunnel. Looks dry, it is dry, but on wets, it's not dry. If that makes any sense to any of you guys, it still doesn't provide you with that much grip. So Teak is in front. We're now cut on to the end of lap 4. Teak's going to go into the pit lane and probably put on a set of inters, I believe. So Rickson stayed out. I believe Die Hard is behind him. So you go. There, Teak's just been in. I think he's on a set of inters. One thing you are going to notice, because I've obviously edited this before I'm doing the voiceover now, there's quite a lot of Jamie Orgar in this episode, and that's because I just thought I'd point out how many punches and how many times he went into the pit lane, or how many times he went in. I think he went in 8 times in total, and every time was pretty much because he got a puncher the lap after. But Die Hard is right on the back of Rickson now. Can he try and make a move? For a minute then, I blinked, opened my eyes, and I thought Die Hard was on Ultra Softs, but that would just be murder if he did that. But he's on the back of Rickson, going through the tunnel. We're shortly going to cut onto a lap. Maybe in front, maybe behind, I can't remember. So, yeah, we're going to cut up onto the lap. Teak has made his way back in front, obviously, because Rickson has been in the pit. Jamie is coming through the tunnel now. He is hit the wall. Okay, he's hit the wall, and by the sounds of things, he's got a puncture, which was quite frustrated for him, being that I think he'd either done 1 lap on this set, or he'd done 2 and then punched them. So he got a puncture on the front right. He's now into the pit lane for probably another set of the inters, hopefully. Teak's still leading, followed by Jay Corrigan in the Banana, then UK Master in his Red Bull, and then Die Hard fan behind him, and then September behind Die Hard, it looks like. Oh, UK Master was having a nice little drift through that corner. That chicane just then, that's going to haunt UK Master towards the end of the race. So we've got September in 6th, Respawn in 7th, which looks like it's just a contact with someone in front. I'm not 100% sure who that was. Looks like, is that Corsa or is it Rickson? That might be Corsa. I'm sure it is. Oh no, it was Rickson. Oh, so Rickson was getting a bit of contact and actually lost the position. But now UK Master is right on the back of Die Hard. And we've just quickly gone into the menu to see at the race director and see what positions people are in. I was the first person to get a warning. Probably, that's normal. So, yeah, already I've got a lot of penalties going into this race. And we haven't even finished yet. We've got quite a while to the finish. And there's been quite a lot of penalties that have already been issued to the other drivers as we're scrolling through. This is the Bible of penalties, as Matt would put it. So yeah, run on board with September now Respawn. and Rickson has dropped quite a lot behind the Force India, I believe that was. Now we've got Caboose in 10th, who looked like he was about to hit the wall, and he did hit the wall. And Jamie's got another puncher on his front. Obviously, he's going to come into the pit lane, but this bit right here, I think it's this bit was really funny. When this happened, I laughed, if this is the right bit. Yes, it is. So as you can see, there's no pit people out. That's because Jamie had a drive-through penalty, so he had to do another lap with that puncher. And luckily, I just managed to catch it whilst I was flicking through the drivers. But we are now watching Jamie Auger go onto the wet tyres. Okay. I know Matt said after this race Jamie should have gone into... Hang on, what happened then? He just went from driving basically into the first corner to being lagged back into the pits. Did I say piss then or pits? I've got no idea, but the words sound the same. So Tick's still leading. I'm pretty sure he's got this one in the bag. He looks quite confident around this track, even though it is Monaco. Corsa's in 7th. Respawn's in 5th. Reggie Bear is in 8th. Oh, Rickson's just come past Reggie Bear. Was that for position? I'm not too sure. It might have been, but... Or someone had gone in the pits. Okay, respawn. And then it's December. And then it's Tuke. Then it's Die Hard in 2nd doing well. And it's Teak, which is nice. Nice to see Die Hard up there. So we are with Die Hard. We're just quickly flicking through everyone. Quickly see how Jamie Auger's doing. And guess what? Jamie had punctured his tyre again. And there you go. Tuke is out of this race. I told you that chicane was going to come and haunt him. And he basically hit, I think said he hit the inside wall, which then catapulted him to the other wall. But Jamie is now coming into the pits, hopefully for a set of dry tyres and not for another set of wets. Hopefully he's figured out that it's sort of like stopped raining, but it's also got, I can't remember what they're called, a 5-second penalty. Rickson's in. Looks like Corsa LFC has just followed him for McLaren to do a double stop then. Rickson's in the lead. So I don't know if Teeks... Oh no, that was just a glitch with the game. Rickson nearly crashed into the wall then. No, cut onto Die Hard fan. Let's see how everyone are doing. Hopefully everyone's doing okay. See how Jamie's doing. He's got another puncher. Okay, then he's got Rickson behind him. Let's just let him through there nicely. Now we're watching Jamie come back into the pitch. It's like I've got deja vu. I can't even speak, man. This bloody race is so confusing. I've completely lost count how many times Jamie's come in the pits, but I know it's been more than twice. But he's now gone back onto... I can't see it. That is, I think it's Ultra Softs. Yep, he's now gone back onto a set of Ultra Softs. Hopefully, this set of tyres will make it to the end of the GP. Tick's still in the lead. So I'm going to say Tick's got this in the bag, pretty much. If you can just keep it on the track. Well, you can't really go off track in Monaco because there's just walls there. But if you can keep it between the barriers, he should be looking pretty good to win this race. As Respawn has just hit the wall coming out of the pits. It might have been coming out, it might have been going around the first corner, I'm not too sure. But he's now in front. We are going to switch on to Rickson, who's in 5th on set of Ultra Softs, coming up to the top of the hill. Oof! How did Rickson blow up like we did? But we hit the other wall on the other side. This game. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with the cameras here. I think I pressed the wrong button. So coming down to the hairpin with Rickson. Tink is just behind him. Wait, is Rickson going to get lapped? No. Yeah, I think yeah. Rickson's going to get lapped by T Quickshare. Well, this shows that this has been a very disappointing race for Rickson, who obviously is fed up of finishing second now and has decided to give that royalty to Die Hard. And they've decided he wants to come fifth, and it looks like he's got a he's got a puncher. So when we've last been on board with him, he's now got a puncher, so he's got to try and nurse that back to the pits. Looks like it's called the Puncher Grand Prix now. Teak is coming across the line now to win the Monaco Grand Prix. Outstanding job by Teak once again. Obviously in Nico Rosberg's car, who unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate because he decided he wanted to do it. Who decided that on the day that I'm recording this, he decided he wanted to retire from Formula 1 because he's achieved his ambition of winning the World Championship, just like his dad. But top notch to Nico. He did what he needed to do. I think he's happy with it. But yeah, Teak has won it in Nico, trying to keep up his winning streak for Nico. I can't remember. I'm not sure how many times I said Nico. I probably said a word more than like 3 times in that sentence. It's December. He's come across the line. He's come third. Obviously, beat his teammate because UK Master hit the wall coming through the chicane. Respawn in the Force India. He's coming home a nice fourth. Really, what we should have done, or what I should have done at Monaco, took it nice and smooth. Try and get through the wet into the dry. Try not to blow up like it did, but that didn't work. So now we're going on to the results table. Teak's in first. I'm in fourth with 66 points. Close battle between Corrigan, Die Hard and me. Going on to the next part of the table now. There's the back end. Jamie Orgot with the punchers. He's got 18 points. All the way down to has DCFC. It's got 2, and I'm not sure who was at the bottom who got 0, but there's constructors. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the Noob Journey, I'll bring it next week as well. I'm not sure what track we're doing because Matt randomizes it, but I will see you guys next time. Please leave a like. Please go check out all the other noobs, and their videos will be on their channel hopefully. But it should be because I upload these on Mondays and they do theirs on the weekend. But I'll see you guys next time. Please leave a like, please subscribe, please share, please do whatever you do. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
The sun gon' shine.